already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo. Won't shine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, what a great night of boxing it was. What a great night of boxing it was. Ryan Garcia versus Luke Campbell. Ryan Garcia stopping Luke Campbell the 7th round with a body shot. Oh yeah, man. Barbecue the ribs. He barbecued the ribs, yeah, and it was in Texas too. Hey, matter of fact, let me get a pina colada with Hennessy. Oh yes, it was. Oh man, what a fight it was. What an event it was. Gutierrez versus Alvarado, Alvarado versus DJ. Man, it was epic. It was a great action. It was great action throughout the night in the sport of boxing. You just got to give kudos to Go to Board Promotions, The Zone, and we'll talk about The Zone a little later. But great card, great action. Loving it. Look. Of course, in the sport of boxing, we want to see what's next right after. I mean, you know how boxing fans is man fickle, but what you gonna do next? What happened now? And then they want to detail, and they want to critique what Ryan Garcia probably did. Oh, he got a lot of holes in there, man. Yeah, he almost got knocked down because he got knocked down also in the 7th round, in the 2nd round. But that's when you know fighters. Like I always say, boxing translates to life itself. It doesn't matter if you get knocked down, but what you're gonna do in a response when you get back up. And Ryan Garcia responded as a warrior, modern day gladiator. He responded, got his faculties all together, got his confidence right back up, and did what he had to do to end that fight with a barbecue rib shot. It was a liver shot, but we could eat liver too. Anyway, so Ryan Garcia after the fight called out Tank Davis. Of course, he'd been calling out Tank Davis for quite some time. Then he called out Devin Haney. Devin Haney was in the house that night. Shout out to Devin Haney. And there's a lot of people that want to see that fight as well. And Oscar De La Hoya in the after party also said, he said this statement, I don't agree. I just don't agree with the statement. And Oscar De La Hoya, you already know, I'm a fan of Oscar De La Hoya. Love what he's been doing in the sport of boxing as a fighter and as a promoter. Look, he's creating another cash cow. And Ryan Garcia just had Canelo Alvarez turn pretty boy into money made. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya, probably all the thing that touches to go except the lingerie. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that his statement I think it does a disservice to boxing because I know, look, Tank versus Ryan is a good fight. Is a notable fight. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, people know Tank. Yes, people know Ryan Garcia. But in the end of the day, they do fight, right? Yeah. And what's the prize? What is the prize other than the prize? You know, his prize fighting is about money. I understand that. We understand that. We all want our fighters to be compensated well because we all know how you risk your life and sacrifice your life. I'm all good with boxers being compensated right. I'm not one of those guys, you don't deserve this type of money. You don't deserve that. Who or anybody else to tell me what type of money I deserve or not? Or what's my value? Because we already know if I put value on you, you'll look at me like, yo, my man Punch, what the F you talking about? Who the F are you to putting a value on me? So I don't put your value on another man. Your value is your value. Your ceiling is your ceiling. But we all know that Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia is a good fight, right? It's a good fight, but not the best. Not the type of fight that makes you the best. Not the type of fight that you be the man to be the man. And you already know in the 135-pound division when we're talking about it, the man is Teofimo Lopez. The guy that got all the straps. The guy that got the lineal belt. They got the IBF, WBO, WBA, WBC franchise, and of course, you got Devin Haney with the WBC, and of course, we already mad about the WBC shenanigans and things of that nature. That's why I call Teofimo Lopez more really the undisputed because we just know. But let's go what's on paper. Then. And of course, he called out also Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia called out Devin Haney, which is a marinated fight that's been marinated probably more than any other fight in the sport of boxing because we know about their history, the back and forth history in the amateurs, and then in the professional level, we always said that this is going to be some type of pay-per-view fight when they clash as the professional fighters. And you know what? It is a good fight. I think that's the fight to be made. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. It is time to make that fight. It is y'all lined up to make it. Y'all in the same type of network. It's no problem that fight can't happen. Matchroom, y'all already know, Go to Board Promotions. Shout out to Henry Garcia, Bill Haney. That fight is the fight that I want to see more than a Ryan, than a Tank, because at least there is a prize to attain. There is a prize to earn. There is something to accomplish there. A Tank and a Ryan, which is a good fight in 135. Good fight. But there's no prize behind it. I love to see great fights also at that stage, but win something. In the end of the day, it's all about legacy reign supreme when it comes to punch drunk boxing. And you already know, man, I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. That's what I want to see. I want to see challenges. I want to see accomplishments. That doesn't mean I can't see a good fight. I would see it, and I would enjoy Tank versus Ryan. But at the end of the day, the Zone did a horrible job in implementing and talking about the 135 the way they should talk about 135, because there is a guy there that got all the straps, that have it all. The man that beat the man is Teofimo Lopez. So when the guy, when he's talking, he want Tank or he want Devin Haney, you gotta implement right there Teofimo Lopez, because if you want legacy, that's the legacy fight. It's not Tank, and it probably might not well be Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez is the legacy fight. But if you're not ready, if Ryan Garcia is not ready for Teofimo Lopez, then I understand. They're still young. These fights is going to be inevitable. So I'm not even going to dwell on that. But I just say like the Zone didn't emphasize, except for Sergio Mora, where he had to be like, wait. Guys, Teofimo Lopez is the best in 135, and he's the guy to beat. Because they wasn't even trying to mention Teofimo Lopez. So let's just we want to emphasize that, because the Zone, if you're gonna do a boxing telecast, you know there's gonna be some new fans coming in for Ryan Garcia that was not really a fan of sport of boxing, but a fan of sport of him and the social media things that he does, right? You have to educate at the same time. Educate. Do not be like ESPN, like with the Lomachenko and the erasing the O. Do not be, I mean, what was it? Trying to erase the one so he could have an O, so he could look like he's undefeated. Do not be like Fox not implementing the Bud Crawford and things of that nature. Do not be like that. I love you, the Zone. Guys, you should have done a better job. I was not happy with the job after the fight, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, man, these guys are going to be the forefront of the sport of boxing. These guys are going to move the needle. These guys, I'm talking about Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Tank, Chris Kobler, Brandon Lee, Virgil Ortiz, Boost Ennis, man, yo, a lot of great fighters, And shout out to all the women out there, all the women fighters as well. They're going to move the needle. They're going to evolutionize the game business-wise also. Business-wise, athletically-wise, and things of that nature. These are great kids that was raised well. Shout out to all the fathers. Y'all prominent in the sport of boxing. Y'all already know fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think what's really next. What's a legacy fight for Ryan Garcia? Not just a great fight, but a legacy fight. Because I know he's going for Tank. That's a great fight. Not in terms of legacy fight, in my opinion. But the fight that I do want to see now, because it's in place and is for accomplishment, right, on paper, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to all the fighters. They are modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, copy your hoodie right now. Punch Drunk Boxing. Get your hoodie. I know it's getting cold. I know it's winter out there. I know you get this. It's warm. You don't even need a coat. That's how warm this sweater is, that you don't even need a coat. Punch Drunk Boxing. Go get your hoodie. Come on, you know it's cold out there in New York City in the East. You know it's cold out there in the UK. You know it's kind of a little windy out there in the South or the Midwest. You know, even in Texas, it's kind of a little chilly, I know. Anyway, copy your Punch Drunk Boxing attire. You can do it in the bottom of the video. I love y'all, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. Gotta drink a little water anyway. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.